and Matumi.
No!
When I grow up, I want to be a Matumi.
Hello and welcome to President's Quarters. Today I just want to deal with something basic that if you apply, you're going to be successful in varsity. And one of them is key, and I wish I had known this from first year. I would have performed much better and I would have been a much better person. But anyway, this is why I'm giving you the super tips. And there's one of it that is quite unconventional as well. And every single time I advise people about this one, they go, "Hey, Frank, you're being too much." but it's quite simple. And if you apply this, you're going to be successful. There's a lot of things that obviously get advised you need to do at varsity, but these are the 7 core fundamentals and plus 1 bonus point at the end that if you apply, you'll be successful. Now, let's go. Shoot. Number 1, an effective student, you need to have a good body clock. I made a video about, or if it hasn't come out yet, a video about how to develop a good body clock. So an alarm is a lie. You need to stop using your alarm and learn to work with your own body. Because remember, even when you're setting an alarm, right, you find it rings at whatever time, 6 o'clock, and you still feel tired and you feel like, oh my gosh, what a long day it will be. That's because your body hasn't rested enough. So it's important to sleep. So an effective student has a good body clock and they sleep adequately. Number 1. Number 2, an effective students live a balanced lifestyle. I do not care if you got cum laude by only studying. See, here I'm speaking about being an effective student. The second one, have a balanced lifestyle. An effective student, right, takes care of their spirituality. Ensure you feed your spirituality, you fellowship, you go to church, you ensure you engage with people that help you grow spiritually, you feed your spirituality, right? You feed your physical well-being as well. So that means that you exercise, you eat well, even if you're not an urgent gym goer, but you must have something that feeds your physical part of your existence. You must be doing some form of workouts in your room or in your space, or jog once in a while. You need to take care of yourself physically. Mentally as well, you must be a person that continuously gets themselves into spaces of good mental stability. Meaning, you go into space where you must always be with your friends that are positive, have a positive mindset, that love, avoid stressful situations as much as you can. When a topic is difficult for you, don't always try to figure it on your own. Ask for help from someone. You'll become successful and move on faster. An effective student does the difficult thing. The problem is sometimes you want to always be doing comfort subjects and comfort topics. The trap with that is, yes, you'll be comfortable and feel good after doing those simple topics, but the reality is the exam, when it comes, it does not come with those simple topics only. So an effective student, you need to learn to do the difficult things, those difficult tutorials and difficult question papers. When they're difficult, do it with a friend, consult, discuss, and also ask from lecturers to help you. That is an important thing. An effective student is a consistent student. One of the things in applying consistency, here's the basic principles around consistency. Consistency is doing what you need to do at the same time every single day. And here's the big one that I spoke about. It is, you need to learn even to wake up at the same time every single day, even on weekends. Every single time I mention this one, people say, yeah, crazy, even weekends. Yeah, even weekends, on average, as long as on that Friday you didn't go maybe to a revival or a party that now has left you with babalas. If it was a normal Friday where you went to class, tutorials, and then you had to sleep, that weekend on a Saturday and that Sunday, wake up the same time you wake up when you go to class every single day. Why? It's because a lot of us make the mistake that over weekends we tend to oversleep. You'd wake up 12 o'clock, and the first thing you do around that time is, after waking up, you take a shower and you go eat your lunch. It's already lunchtime, and by the time you finish that, your stomach is hot, your head is hot because of that food and the hot starch, and then you become lazy to start working, and you push 1-2 hours for that afternoon, and you feel like, oh my gosh, I'm tired. Or your friends call you over, let's say, let's go out, or you go watch a soccer match. Already that takes a lot of your afternoon, and at night you're tired and you want to sleep. But think about it. If you woke up the same time every single day, or that Saturday and that Sunday you woke up, let's say 6 o'clock, right, and push 4 hours, by the time you have finished pushing 4 hours, even if you take the rest of the day off, it's fine. And there's an important principle you need to learn here. You're only in control of now. The problem is we say we wake up early even that Saturday and go, I'll study later. And later you find you're too sluggish or tired or something happens or you're not in the mood. See, you've lost your now for later, and the later that was not guaranteed and now didn't study. So an effective student is consistent even in their studying. If you're saying I'm starting to study at 8 o'clock every single day you're studying. You see, success in university or space of higher learning, it's not a complicated thing. It's the small little bits that you do that build up into a huge success. So wake up the same time every single day. Think about it. Even on a Sunday, if your services start at 9 or 10 and you woke up at 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock, you're starting to study. By the time your service starts, you've pushed a lot of content. And even if after church you decide to just chill and do nothing, you've done a lot. So an effective student, you must be consistent. An effective student keeps the main thing the main thing. You need to learn to prioritize. Learn to say no to the things that are not important and say yes to the things that are important. There's a principle and a quote, basically my friend Damrel Dome once mentioned, said, and in the book A Letter to My Mentee was also repeated, that in a day, learn not to manage your time. That's why we always complain about not having enough time. Learn not to manage time, but learn to manage the activities in your day or in that time. We're all given 24 hours. What makes your day special and effective? It is the number of effective activities you put in your day. So stop managing time, but manage the activities. If you prioritize and look at, okay, form a list. I always have a tick list, and maybe check out the video I did about your day starts the day before. Know what are the important things in your day. Those are the things you target, and those are the things you want to achieve. And the things that are not important, those are the ones you can keep to the side. And if you check, by doing the main things every single day, you always achieve a lot, and even academically you'll succeed, right? Know your strengths and weaknesses. The fundamental problem sometimes is we want to flirt with our weaknesses too much, and that leads us to not be effective. What do I mean? For example, if you know studying is in your room is always a better idea, 2 minutes you study, and then the next 2 minutes you are laying on your bed, before you know it, you're lazy to go back. An effective student understand that that's a weakness, and they won't flirt with it because we always lose. And that makes you procrastinate even more. So an effective student ensures that they are aware of their weaknesses and their strengths. If you know your bed is a weakness, then go study at the library or a space where there are people, but a space where there's not your bed. And your strength, make sure you strengthen them and you capitalize on your strength. You'll always become effective and a better person like that. An effective student sets goals. How many times you actually forget to do this? We get into university and we go on to survival mode every single time we're aiming for 50. See, it's always advisable for you to have that vision board where you place the marks you want to achieve. Obviously, don't be too overzealous and put 90s and 95. It's still possible, but put achievable marks that you want to achieve. Even if you don't achieve that goal in one test, it can easily build over time. Having goals always primes your mind to never give up, but to keep on moving. Here's a bonus point. You are not an island. See, an effective student has a good support structure around them, meaning have a good company of friends that help you grow and become a better person versus friends that always hinders your progress and all they want you to do is to always to joke around and laugh. So an effective student ensures they have a good support structure around them. So even family, build good relations with the family that you always know you can always consult with. Build valuable relationships because you are not an island. Good support structures always help you to grow and for you to become an effective person. Well, my friends, habits of a highly effective student that I believe if you apply them plus this bonus point, you'll become successful in your university journey. Otherwise, thank you very much for tuning in. Subscribe, like, and share. Thank you very much. Sharp, sharp.